361 Corpus Christi, Texas here. So we are going to be testing out the RF choke that we made, homemade, a couple of days ago. And what we're going to do is we're going to be testing it with our diesel antenna right here. This is a 3 or 4 foot diesel antenna. We're not using the loaded coil whip or anything because we're still trying to figure out the radials on that guy. Still haven't got it yet. So we got the 4 foot or 3 foot diesel here, and then we got the mount right there, our tripod mount. And then we just got our wire here that it's not actually attached to anything. It's just wire, just laying on the ground. And we got 4 of those. And then usually right here we have an RF choke, but we don't. We just have the coax cable going down. We got it going to a splice connector here into another coax, and that goes along here, and it goes straight into the nano VNA. So on the nano VNA right now, we have a SWR of 8.6, and that is at megahertz 27.385, and that is without the RF choke. And now we're gonna put the RF choke in line where the connector is and see what the SWR is. Alright, so we got the RF choke now. So we got the antenna, we got the radials, and now we got the coax there, again on the bottom of the mount. It is not connected to a RF choke right there. And that goes along. And then instead of going into the connector here, it's going into my homemade RF choke. And then the coax goes into the nano VNA. So this is what the antenna is. So we got the diesel antenna, we got the RF choke. Try to get the whole thing in there. So there you go, you got the antenna right there, and you got the RF choke and the 4 radials. Now without the RF choke, we had a SWR of 8.6 without the RF choke. So with the RF choke, let's check out the nano VNA here. And with the RF choke, we have a SWR of 1.64. So with my homemade RF choke, we have a SWR of, come on focus, we have a SWR of 1.6. And without it, we have a SWR of 8.6. So my RF choke has been tested now for, wow, having a brain fart right now. It has been tested for SWR with and without the RF choke. So now the phase of testing